talking to John about the addiction problem, I can tell you, I think so many people think that the addiction problem will never touch them. In some way, shape, or form, as bad as it is, directly or indirectly, we will all be touched at some point in time of our life. Our family has been deeply touched by this. It was something we thought would never happen, but it, like I say, directly or indirectly, we're all being touched by this problem.
I'm a heroin addict, and I'm in a methadone program.
When I was young, I got shooting dope and everything, hanging with the wrong crowd, the wrong neighborhood, went to jail. I just made a totally turn around in my life,
I just got done through addiction process, and I had to go to a hospital, and I currently now I'm taking Suboxones to help my recovery.
Okay, I just saw at least 8 or 10 pints of Canadian Mist empties within a couple hundred yards, so it must be a turnoff for somebody's home, and it's quite a pattern they got going.
I wish I would never even started doing it, because I started, I lost her, now it's over with. It's a done deal. I hate it. Bye. The hell with it.
What are we talking about? What kind of drugs?
Cocaine. As you call it, rock cocaine. It's bad for your health. It ain't right. It's bullshit. Excuse my language, but it's bullshit.
Tell me, has addiction touched your life?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Ruined it. It came from the wrath. I almost lost my children. I lost my home. I ruined a marriage.
Well, I had an addiction. I was freebasing methamphetamine from the age 17 to about 35, and then I finally went into rehab and got recovered from it.
Oh, I've been through recovery a time or so myself, but yeah, it's a worldwide problem.
I was sober maybe one day a week. The rest of the time I was drinking, trying to carry on a job, and we'd go in even in the mornings before work and get drunk and then try to carry on a job, and that wasn't working out too well.
I used to be heavy on marijuana, smoking water pipes, taking uppers and downers, and I forget what they call those different color ones, quantums or something like that. I was really screwed up.
I'm a recovering addict of 25 years of heroin addiction. I've spent 18 years of my life in prison.
How long would you say you've been an alcoholic?
Since I was about 7 years old, 8 years old. I started drinking beer with my dad, about 7 years old, and then I'm 52 now, and I'm still drinking. And I'm probably going to continue to drink, continue to drink, continue to drink, continue to drink.
This again is why I'm walking.
My life, we have had several people who have been addicted to cocaine, alcohol, things of that nature. And so it's to the point where that all we can do is just help those people, our family members, and, just encourage them that there is a better way.
Tell me, what has recovery done for your life?
It's awesome. Children back. Honesty is in my life. And it's a grand life God has given to me.
has addiction touched your life in any way?
28 years alcoholic right here. I'm 43 years old. I'm living proof. You can get sober, but it's hard to stay that way.
Has addiction touched your life, and if so, how?
It hasn't touched mine, but I know of people who are very involved in AA.
And so it has touched their lives, therefore it has touched your life.
That's right, because I'm a friend, absolutely.
So tell me about how it's affected, how recovery has affected their lives.
I think very positively. They participate in AA, and in fact I hiked Mount Langley with them last year, and we had a meeting actually along the way, and I'd say extremely positively. They're a very supportive group, and they work with each other and help each other in times of trouble, so it's been very positive.
God just took over my life. I quit drinking, I quit everything.
It's been pervasive. Addiction is, you know, I've been dealing with it. I've been working in mental health for 31 years, and it's been there all the time, even with the mentally ill.
As I've been walking across the country, I've been thinking how addiction plays into almost every social ill that we have. And as I'm walking and I'm seeing, you know...
You mean like sex addiction?
Everything, because I'm talking about all addiction. I believe all addictions come from pretty much the same food.
It does.
Food, alcohol, sex, drugs, gambling. I walked by a horse park and it said, have fun, win money. Now I wonder if I went in there and I spent $100,000 and lost it all, if I could sue them for false advertising. Because there's supposed to be truth in advertising, and by God, they don't build that building and pay everybody because people come in there and win.
I agree. And even if that's a setup right there, because you got alcohol as well and food. So they're meeting all of your addictions right there, as well as the gambling.
We are an addicted society. We are addicted to more.
Yeah.
We suffer from the addiction of there's never enough.
Spending.
And if I keep rolling another layer onto my ego, maybe I'll be enough.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll be okay. Yeah. And it's like chasing an illusion that you're never going to catch.
Yeah. You know what, the only thing that I can do is just teach self-awareness. Because, you know, I can't make anybody go sober. You know, all I can do is just put those pieces out there for you to look at them yourselves and make that decision.
I turned my life over to God, and I now have 8 years clean. And I am loving life. As you can see, I'm driving a beautiful Jeep Grand Cherokee. I live on an 84-acre farm in a 4-bedroom house. I'm no longer homeless. God is great.